Hey, welcome back, guys. In front of me I have a 1998 Toyota Camroad. Camroads are a model of chassis, cab chassis, sold by Toyota to camper manufacturers in Japan. This is a Camroad Liberty 5.2. This one was made by the Ottoex Corporation, which is a camper builder in Japan, still in business. They started making these models in the late 90s. This one's a 1998. It has only 50,000 original miles on it. It lived a pretty pampered life outside of Tokyo, Japan. This one is powered by Toyota's 2.8 liter diesel engine, also known as the 3L. Got some of the compartments open, unlocked, so we can view those later. It is the rear double bunk layout, which is a really desirable model. You've got double bunks in the rear, which configure to either sleep 2, 1, or 0, when you can use it as kind of a garage closet space. And this is just a really cool camper. We're gonna get into the outside, the inside, and then we'll drive it for you in this video. So come along with us, stay tuned, and let's get into this thing. So you'll notice it's finished in Toyota single stage 040 white. It's kind of the standard trim for these Camroads and these campers. A really durable color and paint job by Toyota. They hold up really well, they polish out nicely. This one has got a big cab over bed. We'll get into the interior later. I'm not gonna do too much of that, but so we've got 6-lug alloy wheels, 15-inch wheels, front and rear. We've got a wider track rear axle, which increases your stability. And we'll just go around the outside. 50/50 slider window on this driver's side here. We've got a compartment here, which houses your toolkit, spare tire tools, and just some more auxiliary service. It's also got your diesel fuel fill, factory fuel fill there. So you can use that to store what you like. Coming along further back here, next in line, we've got the bathroom access. So this opens up, it gives you access to your bathroom. As you can see, you've got your shower head on a long hose, so you can use this to rinse outside instead of just inside, kind of like a wet, dry space. And you obviously have access to your bathroom things from out here, so you can put your wet stuff in here and keep it as kind of your mudroom, so to speak, if you wanted to. All right, next we've got this little fellow. Looks very happy because this is the toilet access. You've got your standard, at least rest of the world standard, Thetford cassette toilet. You just push this down, pulls out. Got a little pouch here from Hokkaido for your goodies. This is where you fill your fresh water. This kind of comes out here. Doing it with one hand, but that swings out, fill the fresh water. You take this whole cassette out, you dump it in any toilet or dump station. As far as your black, that would be your black tank. Down below is where your coach battery is. We've got a newer battery fitted in here. Next to that is access to your rear garage or under your second bunk, which is a pretty spacious storage space. It goes all the way across. They fitted some, previous owners fitted some wood here to kind of make it a little more durable. And they've also got a pretty heavy duty, nice inverter there that works great that they've wired in. Skis, ski gear, long stuff can all fit in here. Coming along to the rear, we have a nice aluminum ladder, which goes up to the top. The roof is all fiberglass, and we've recently resealed everything. And you've got a 3-bike Omni bike rack, 60 kilogram capacity. So you can house 1, 2, 3 bikes It's original to the vehicle. Fiamma makes a similar unit now. These are really lightweight, really easy. This one only has 2 grab handles, so you could really only hold 2 bikes here. The third one is included, but it's missing a little piece of plastic. I'm sure you could source that if you wanted to, or just run it with 2. Cool unit, very smart. And so below here is further access to that rear garage space that I showed you from the side. You can get to it from the back as well. And then you've got your 2 50/50 slider bunk windows with screens. All right, and then passenger side, we've got the large access to that same closet, which actually gives you access to below, like we looked here before, and then you have access to your lower bunk and even your upper bunk. And these are all on three cushions, so you can stack them up or just take them out and have a whole storage space back here if you wanted, or you can put them in place and sleep 2 people. If you're like 5'6" or under, you can fit here comfortably lengthwise. And then of course each bunk has its own, we don't have the power turned on, but these work, own little reading lights with LED bulbs. All right, moving along. We've got fridge access to the back of your Electrolux/Dometic fridge. It's a 3-way fridge. We haven't tested the fridge that's coming with this as is. These fridges are kind of 50-50 on whether they want to work or not. We haven't dug into that a whole lot, but we have gone through the electrical, and that's all been looked at, which seems to be in working order. Here is your freshwater fill, and down here is plumbing access to some of your lines, your water pump, and some other electrical. So makes for easy servicing. Thoughtful. All right, we've got shore power here, which is a 100 watt, because Japan, versus 110, 120. So mostly it works great. However, if you're plugged in for long periods of time, you're going to want to look at changing your converter to accommodate that slightly nominal voltage increase. Sorry, 100 volt, not watt. Propane compartment. Originally there would have been 2 cans, Japanese cans, which don't work in North America. This can easily get adapted to North American systems. These connectors really just have to get changed out, which is something that is not hard to do. This is your Japanese connector, which is kind of like a quick disconnect system. But new connectors could get crimped on. We've got a local shop that'll do it for you. So, if you end up taking this home, we can make some recommendations locally if you are local. Down here, stainless steel door cover to your battery compartment. Little wing nut and flip. This is for your truck battery, which has been replaced as well. Okay, so let's take a look inside. Well, first I'm going to point out the awning. We've got a nice 8-foot awning up there. Original B Omnisole, similar to a Fiamma. All right, looking inside, passenger side, we've got nice door cards, clean power windows, power locks on this chassis. Really nice cloth seats with a very 90s pattern. These are in nice shape, as well as many floor mats covering up your original carpet, which is in great shape. a factory flare for road safety. This is your washer fluid fill, actually. Glove box with all the original owner's manuals. This, in fact, comes with, so your dash is crack-free. This comes with all manuals, original books, everything you could want and more. It very well documented by the one owner in Japan. They had a lot of pride of ownership for this motorhome. Got these really big medium duty truck mirrors, which are great. They show you the whole road, give you plenty of visibility. If you're a little bit wider like this camper tends to be, you can still see everything. Let's take a look in the driver's side here. Again, similar dark card with your master switches there. Your seat, your driver's seat is really in good shape here. There's no rips or tears or anything. Headliner is nice. And you got this big round bus style steering wheel. Fun to drive these. It's like driving a big bus. You're sitting on top of the front wheels, and it's just kind of a totally unique experience if you haven't done it before. All the mats are in good shape here. Let's hop in, show you some more controls. Got your gauge cluster, 80,952 kilometers, speedo, tack, fuel, and temp. You've got backup camera and head unit. These aren't getting power at the moment. Must be a fuse or something simple. We're still looking into that. We may have it fixed by the time you're wanting to take this home, or someone is. AC and heat work great. Those are blowing nice and cold. It is an automatic, so this is your shifter, overdrive switch. Drives great. Nice torque. Dome light also appears to be out, so most likely a fuse, which we will get checked out in the meantime. But just full disclosure there, we don't want anyone to have any surprises. These are your sun visors, which clip this one in here. And those work great. Not sure why I'm showing you that. It's pretty obvious, but anyways. The moment you guys have been waiting for, let's look in the back. I know some of these videos are really drawn out and long, but that's because we make them for everyone, prospective buyers as well as just car nerds, camper nerds, JDM people, and anyone and everyone in between. So feel free to skip around. You're not obligated to watch all of my rambling. Okay, stepping in. We are met with a pretty standard door here, screen door, and it's all in good shape. A nice little two-step entry, Japanese style. You've got a long, tall cabinet here, which is most definitely made for your shoes. Goes all the way down. So please remove your shoes. Well, I'm not going to do that. My shoes are clean. But more storage here. So, giving you guys a look in. Your dinette right across the way, overhead cabinets above, a vent fan up there, lighting. So if we step in, we've got a little drop down. This drops down. You've got a little bench here. These are included. We'll just tuck those away. Bench here. And your dinette. This can face forward. So you can seat passengers here, so they're facing the front of the vehicle if you want. There are belts for 4 in the back and 2 up front, so you can belt 6 people in here. And this also changes into a huge dinette, a huge bed, which covers this entire space. You've got that cushion back there, which helps to make this an even bigger bed on the first floor. Let's turn some lights on and some power. All right. Lights. So LED bulbs in these fixtures. You've got your kitchen, 2-burner, sink, stainless steel, 1-piece unit. You've got your hood light and your fan. Heater controls for your propane Trumatic heater. A little spice rack here. Cabinets all along. Really nice quality. These are solidly built. Annex is a good coach builder, one of the top ones in Japan. They do it right. More cabinets, another storage rack along the bottom. Kind of get the idea. More lights here under cabinet lighting. Got some hooks there and a speaker. In the back, you'll notice, well, here's a coat hook. We've got the bathroom right here, so let's take a look in there. This is a fiberglass pan, Thetford cassette toilet, and then this really nice fold-away sink, which you can use as a wash bin basin. Fold it up and it just drains right down. Of course, your door here, shower head here, and another vent fan there. Here's your rear bunk setup. It goes all the way across. You've got a window here and a light. So this is not water damage. This is just delaminating wallpaper. The structure behind here is solid. As I said, this is injected. The walls and the whole frame and the exterior shell is injected, insulated, aluminum framed, and fiberglass. So this is really just from condensation on the inside that slowly delaminates this. It is structurally sound. Just disclosing all of that. So this bed does the same. You can kind of pop these up and stack them like we did down here. This is your lower bunk, and a light for that. Access door. That slips down there. So sleep 2 or store whatever you want. Really cool, really smart. To my right here is a storage closet with a rack there to hang things. And below is your fridge. This is a really nice, I mean, this is just nice material. It feels very solid, laminated, easy to clean, surfaces durable. They didn't skimp on materials like a lot of North American coach builders are doing these days. Big cab over bed. It also has this little fold-up portion, which locks in there and there, assuming the curtains aren't in the way. So if you want to sleep little ones up here, or just have some more pass-through space, you can have that so no one rolls off the edge. Really big bed, slider windows here, curtains, all that you need, really. This is all sound under here, structurally sound. All right, so these are your systems. We showed you that earlier. That's really the gist of the camper. I don't think I showed under here. Got a little cutlery drawer that's built in. That's really clever. And access to your hot water heater and your other systems down here. And that kind of sums it up, guys. So, well, at least for the interior. Now we're going to take it for a drive. So let me shut things down here. And let's go drive it. Okay, we're in the driver's seat. Let's start it up and go. Turn the air conditioning on because it's a little hot today. It has an auto up, one touch and down driver side window. Parking brake, and we're off. Really easy to turn. It's got quite a nice turning radius. This is approximately 17 and a half feet long. Got very friendly driving characteristics. Upright seating position. You can see out all these big glass windows. You can see everything. A nice big steering wheel that you can rest on, hug. It's bus style, which makes it a little fun. Cruises nice and straight and smooth. Power delivery is what you'd expect out of this 2.8 liter diesel, a 3L engine. Little brake test here. Stops nice and straight. There's no pulsating, no pulling to any side. The brake pedal is firm and sits where it should. Shifts through all gears nicely. They all work, including the overdrive. These are generally really fuss-free engines. They're mechanical diesel. There's no computers on board as far as engine controls go, so about as simple as diesels have ever been and will ever be. And I can handle the wheel easily with just one hand here. And pretty effortless to drive. I can see everything out of these big mirrors. And it really doesn't feel like that big of a vehicle. They're designed for Japanese roads, which are tight, narrow, and not as accommodating as North American roads, so you do have the advantage of being a little more nimble than your average Class C over here. Yeah, this is a really nice driver. You can see our gauges down there. Everything is in order, in proper operating range. And yeah, it's a pleasant little Yasashi camper to drive down the road. It's very fun. Very smart design on the interior and the exterior, made by one of the better coach building companies, kind of one of the more premier companies in Japan, which is Annex. They make really top-notch stuff, and it is not cheap. So we're just cruising along, no problems here. Easy breezy. I hope that gives you guys the gist of of what it's like to drive one of these things, whether you're thinking about owning one or just curious. That's why we're here putting these videos out. As always, if you guys enjoyed, please, you know, show some support. Feel free to subscribe or like, or just ring the bell, whatever suits you. We love making these videos. We love sharing these vehicles with the world. We've got a lot of more cool ones down the pipeline, so be sure to check out more with us if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching as always, and we'll catch you on the next one.